Reading is just a gateway to everything, really. Being able to read is not just a thing for pleasure, but obviously in life, everything requires reading to some degree or another. So it is a huge thing. But there's so much there that's fun to get out of reading. It's just gateways to completely new worlds, and also a way of inspiration, personal inspiration, I think. There are so many talented writers out there that can inspire you in many different ways. First book I ever read. Well, I think back to the first one that inspired me to want to read, and that was I remember the cover of a book that made me want to read, and it was actually a cover of the book Beowulf. And I can picture it now in my mind. It was sort of a bluey green cover with two twisted trees that had sort of interlocked together, and underneath you could see this monster, and in the background there's a guy with a burning sword, and I just thought, I've got to read that. And I opened it. It was far too difficult. I couldn't read it at all, but it inspired me to want to read. And so I was doing, I think, the Oxford Reading Tree at the time, going through, I think at the time it was the witches, and then you did the pirates, and then but yeah, I sort of remember particularly going through those as my early readers, if you like.
And what's the inspiration behind your own personal?
Lots of things taken partly from my own life and partly from my reading. Things that I've read and I thought, oh, it's great, but wouldn't it be great if? And I kind of steal bits from other people and twist them in other ways, using things from my own background as well. And if it's something I haven't done, then I go and do it as research. If you want to be a writer, try to write a little bit every day, and that's something. Just even if it's just a couple of paragraphs, just set aside a little bit of time every day to do a bit more and to read back through what you've done, and you'll find that it builds up very, very quickly. If you wrote a single page of A4 in a day, every day for a year, you'd have a book. And so people don't realise that actually writing a book is not that hard. It's more about the discipline of making yourself sit down and just do a little bit every day. And the more you do, the better you get. It's like anything else. Practice makes perfect.
And have you enjoyed today?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It always is. This has been a pleasure. And it seems to get bigger every year. It's amazing. It's really good.